says safe, secure, is that, is it good? It's still okay.
I'm not sure if it didn't change.
All right, let's open with dua. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.
Amen.
Assalamu alaikum. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمد عبده ورسوله. Inshallah, tonight we want to kind of, once again, give a few pointers of what we're trying to do and to get some updates. Yeah, see where people are at as far as the project. I've seen some works from Brother Hakeem and a couple other people. And we can discuss those, inshallah. And we're not trying to keep it too long because we know that people, it's kind of cold now, it's supposed to get colder. So we're going to kind of go over this tonight, get a little something. We try to remind me, inshallah, getting there. I think she said she wants to start by 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock, so that's a quarter of, which is a little more than 45 minutes. We want to start to wrap up. All right. Let me just make some. First of all, are there any announcements? Right. Any announcements?
Just one. We had our orientation last night. I think we got showed up on it. Enterprise.
Is that how many? 150 pages to it? You need to get those trades.
I thought it was Muslim is 15.
Really skills, the marketable skills. Very important. Anyone else have any comments or any announcements? Yes.
It's 2 bus loads going, I guess when Sister Rahima come in, that we're going down to Harlem this Sunday for the Quran conference in Harlem, New York. Sure. Sarah conference.
Okay.
About 2 buses.
2 buses?
Inshallah.
The conference is free still. It's still free to
It's $40 round trip, and you pay for your own lunch and dinner.
Okay. Are y'all going my old
Shabazz, Michael Shabazz.
Shabazz,
She just ordered another bus, so she might have some space. Yeah,
160. Oh yeah.
She might have one.
That's my
She might have some
old
space.
neighbor. You've seen the book Malcolm X, by any means necessary, on page 23. 123 or 116. I remember that show. 123. Okay, you just picture Malcolm speaking. I see some young people standing in front of me, and one of those was yours truly. So that's we go way back. They get the book Islam, Unity and Leadership in Mecca and Saudi Arabia with Imam Muhammad. They got a whole lot of pictures of us and they travel throughout during the Gulf crisis. So somewhat of a historical figure we've been in the history, and now we're on Facebook. All right. So I just want to make mention to the believers in Trenton, well, Ewing. I was discussing with your Imam and Ewing, and we're coming in on December 30th to do a Jummah and a college similar to what we did in Trenton, inshallah. All right.
What day is that on?
It's on Friday, December 30th. Inshallah.
And you're going to be at Trenton?
They're going to be Ewing, which is
Ewing.
right outside of Trenton, I think. I've been there, but you've been asking me for a while to come and give. So I'm giving the same type of presentation. And my topic, I think, was, I told him I would send it to him tonight, I took the first thing in the morning.
When you say you're going to be there, Brother Ned?
On the 30th.
Oh, this month?
This month, yeah, December 30th, inshallah. Yeah. And I'm looking at, my daughter was at a conference at the White House, Muslim engagement, and I suggested if she was one of the speakers, I told her, she speak about how Muslims should see themselves rather than being in this panic mode, which I really can't fully understand. But rather, the Muslims should see themselves as really fulfilling the promise of Allah. So right down in Surah 9, Surah 24, ayat 55. That's Surah Nur. So the advice I gave was that the Muslims will see themselves, we in a unique situation in history, especially African American Muslims. We would call a convergence of two main elements. One is the direction of the United States. Where is it going? Is it going forward with more inclusion, more multiculturalism, more diversity? Or are they going to try to go back to a time when older white males basically ruled the country and everybody? That's one issue that we have to address. The other one is, why is Islam in America? What is the purpose of Islam in America? And I told her, I said, she should address it from this perspective. The Muslims are in America to fulfill the promise of Allah. Right? Allah, in that ayah, it says that Allah has promised that when those, look at the ayah, someone look at the ayah and I said, for those who believe, from among those that believe, is going to come a group that Allah will establish in the land. Now, for some people, I said, some Muslims, they don't really believe in the Quran. They're Muslim by tradition. They haven't really inculcated themselves with the belief system, so it is automatic. So even in these our political sessions, they're speaking more from a political perspective than from an Islamic political perspective. You understand the difference? The difference is that, see, we speak from just a political perspective, but who voted, who won, that's it. But from a Muslim Islamic perspective, this political perspective, the winning brings in a new season. See, what we have to keep in mind is that President Obama is a man out of season. He wasn't expected to come even in the political evolution of America for another 20, maybe 40 years from now. That's why most people, when he got elected, say, what? I never thought I what?
Black man is
in the lifetime, right? So obviously, so that tells us that we were not expecting him for at least another generation. This is about 18 20-something years. Average out to even 20. So by his coming, he sets in motion for the religious person a whole other chain of events that were not expected to even be initiated for another 20 years at best. And what did he do? We talk about human excellence as a rallying call. Think about it as a rallying call. But we had yet to demonstrate that because so many of us have so many problems in our personal life. It's hard to be excellent when you got a life full of problems. But him and his family, not just him and his family, established, I mentioned this in Juma last week, human excellence in the African family tree. Prior to President Obama, even in the so-called African nations, they deal with a lot of corruption. So some countries, they say that don't even do business with people from that country because they're on the internet with bogus plans, all kind of stuff. And those who travel parts of Africa, you know most of the government, even those government workers, you go there, you deal with a lot of corruption, whether it be for passports or for visas, whatever, a lot of corruption. So, and then here in America, the African Americans, we see it all the time. We just see recently when our stellar politicians get locked up for corruption. And this has to go, this is a pattern. So he comes in with his family and establishes human excellence in the African family tree. What's the African family tree? Where it doesn't deal with us here in America. But people all over the world did not see African, people from the African continent as worthy of world leadership. Think about it now. You have to think about it and not be, it's another thing too, we were not at the point where we could give a rational discussion on our problem. Everything else is a lot of, sentiments or lamentation, blaming other people, all kind of crazy stuff. But anyway, he comes at a time unexpected, and for 8 years, no corruption, no scandals, daughters, wives, nothing. Excellent models for how leadership should look in the world. Not just in America, in the world. Okay, once that's established, well, America can't go back to business as usual, but everybody's not seeing what business as usual is. So because now you got a model of how business was inclusive and accept diversity and all, things that really make America a plural persona out of many one. So when the tide swings back, now they put before the world the image no longer accepted. Because they've seen that human excellence is not locked in European imagery of the blonde hair, the blue eyes. That doesn't have the same weight they used to have that the art of people. That's why I told us that we read Invisible White Divinity by Visible White God. That was one of the things that someone did an analysis of that article. But see, once you break that psychology, you begin to free the intellect of the people. In fact, my daughter sent me a thing today. They had some of the young Muslim Girl Scouts. They're probably still there now. They had a special screening at the White House of this a thing about the African American women who were the human computer to help place the man on the moon. They're having an actual screening of that movie in the White House. Well, anybody did when we went to the theater downstairs in the White House? Maybe that was good. Anyway, they have a big theater, they have bowling out, all that right downstairs in the White House. Anyway, so these young Muslim children, girls, like girls, the troop was 4680. So some of you may know. My daughter works with them, and they're like in Maryland, in Prince George County. Anyway, so they're there, and but no, she was earlier today. She sent me the link. Probably watch the movie now. Anyway, and I sent her a response. I said that praise be to Allah. The expression goes, "You shall know the truth, and the truth shall set your mind free."
Yeah.
Now, how many of us knew that there were African American women who did the actual calculation that John Glenn would not go up into space, even though the computer, so now it was possible. He said, I didn't know, look, until these women did confirm those calculations, he wasn't going to go. So they finally made a movie of it. And every one of us, we lived our whole life, didn't even know that there were African American women who were so mathematically, they were like walking computers. So now, so here our young children coming up now, once again, seeing the excellence in the African American family tree. Right? Now, I say to point out something very important. We must keep in mind that we too, if we say we are the center for human excellence, then what people should hear more is the language of human excellence. We cannot say we are for human excellence and we still got blackism as our mantra. Because how are we going to attract the other Muslim groups if they see us purporting? I said this to a brother. I said, look, we would be upset in what they call the ultra right, which is the white nationalist says, buy white. We'll be upset. That's racist. But we don't say nothing when somebody says buy black. I said, no, you can't use that language. That language is dead. That's not the language of protest. That's not the language of a person who really see the vastness of humanity as your marketplace. I told him, I said, they have a thing in the city called buy local. Use that language. If you're still gonna get your African American dollars because locally the businesses, and they go with businesses. But when you put a color on it, I mean, you're using their language to try to promote your concept, and then nobody needs to imagine why I said, buy Korean, buy Chinese, buy Italian. Come on now.
But they already know to do that.
Just because they know how to do it, that means that there's a problem we have that has to be addressed in our psychology that we don't know how to do it. What do you mean they already not do that? We don't know ourselves. That's the issue. The issue is not coming up with a slogan. If you come with a slogan, that doesn't solve the problem in the psyche of African American people. This slogan has been out for what? I go back to, I remember we was down there in Miami back in 1968. I was sitting on the Nation of Islam. And we had an argument with Ron Kareem and his crew, the Black United Front then. I said, no, there's nobody here blacker than us. I remember Mr. Farrakhan spoke. We all the fruit we had on white FY uniform, especially made for that occasion. Here is the Black Nationalist Conference, and we stroll in there with medicine. Boy, I'm a white with red. I don't know whether I have pictures of that or not. But then the medicine was used in the out of Black Promised Land, which is the African, the black people, the Muslims should see themselves as the Muslim among the blacks. We are not formed by the same language that come bring it to us as African Americans. They are formed by church language, black and white, you know what I mean, Jesus. We are formed by the Quran. And we're formed by the Quran. We should know that the Quran looks at Surah 17, ayat 83. He says, Kullum yahmel ala shakilati. Everyone's going to act or perform according to their own disposition. And we are conditioned in our psychology not to be told what's natural. There's something wrong with our psychology. So you can have all kind of band-aid approaches, but those band-aids won't help. Here we are over 40 years later, and we still got the slogan. And the slogan only comes out